Back to the Legacy Electric Z build. Today we are doing suspension things. Yeah, so good.
What are you doing? What are you doing, pal?
Okay, so today's episode is sponsored by, guess, obviously it's Techno Toy Tuning. This is our third build we've built with them now. Did my wife's car, my car. Actually, I bought a lot of the parts for my Z. I started buying from them in like 2011, but yeah. They make the best Z parts, also the best old, if it's an old quirky car, especially if it's Japanese, they have parts for it, for sure. 60s, 70s, 80s, yeah, that's their jam. Some 90s stuff. But today, we're gonna get this thing to be a rolling chassis. Let's go over real quick what Techno has sent us. Well, we'll start with the obvious blue stuff. So they actually have recently started offering different anodized coatings as an option. So if you want a specific color, you can hit them up and see if they can do it. They will do your, it might take a little longer, but they'll do your parts in a specific color you need, which is sick. We're going with an anodized blue for our accent color on the car. It's mostly just black and carbon, but a little bit of polished aluminum or brushed aluminum and anodized blue is gonna be all the accents. So they hooked us up and they really did a lot of stuff in anodized blue, especially the stuff that's gonna be steam. Like these guys are replacement rods for the traction control arms. But we'll start on this side and just go through everything. So they sent us their evolved coilovers. It has a hub and everything built into it. You don't need to send them your cores. There's no welding that needs to be done. You just buy a coilover straight from a company. You can bolt it onto your car. If you have any other car other than an old Z or any old car, like a 2002, you don't even have this problem, but most of them you have to keep your spindle, cut it, weld on a coilover or a strut casing or something like that. So they sent us their front kit and their rear kit. I've never ran their coilovers on any of my cars, so I'm super excited to try these guys out. Yeah. And they have helper springs. You can tell them what spring rate you want, if you want a helper spring or not. They can really dial it in, and they are adjustable, dampening adjustable, so they have little caps that go on here. They're made with Coney gas struts, and then they do all of the machine work and stuff like that.
So yeah, what spring rate did you go with?
So I just...
Good night.
How loud is it?
It's pretty loud.
Damn.
All right,
real quick.
so what spring rate did you go with?
We went with the, I hit up Kevin at T3 and I just told him send whatever the stock 280s run. So we could always change it later, but I figured our car should be around stock 280Z weight, so that should be good. Maybe, we'll see. I didn't measure my, what is it called? Motion arm, whatever. I've not done any calculations to see what this is at. But I also don't know how wide the car is gonna be yet because we have not made our fenders and make our wheels match that and whatever, so. We're gonna go with stock 280Z, whatever they recommend normally. We also have their control arms. These bad boys. They come with a sway bar mount, nice spherical bearings and everything. And then you can also adjust the height of the pickup for the front spindle. So what that does is it can change, depending on how much you lower your car. Some people might need to run like, call them roll center adjusters, basically to just keep you from once you like lower your car too much and your control arms start being out of, you want them to be about, what, like parallel with the ground, I think? So once you lower it too much and they start being out of parallel, you'll get some bump steer. But having the ability to adjust the height of these then allows you to bring your control arm back down to parallel even when you're completely slammed if you are running it that way. They sell this as a combo kit or separately, but they have the traction control rod, which for 240s pretty much just triangulates your lower arm.
Yeah, these are pretty nice. I remember we had a video when you put them on yours.
Yeah. Yep, I have these on all of my cars. They're evolved knuckles. I've never ran these before. I'm very excited about these. So it looks like they have 2 pickup points for the tie rod. And then I guess maybe the angle of the tie rod pickup's different. I should have asked them what is different because I don't even know. But this goes into this, and then this guy bolts to that.
There's like a big Lego set.
Yeah, exactly. So that's exciting. I got 2 sets of their regular seat mounts for their Zs. They have these for a bunch of cars. They look sick and they will match our interior. I don't have everything on this table, obviously, because there wasn't enough room. We also have their rear billet dog bone mounts. These also mount to the bottom of the rear control arms, which I have one of them here. They sent me a set of fresh rear control arms. So I'm putting them on my wife's car, and I stole her control arms earlier, and you saw that we had Josh weld this crazy extension on there to extend the width of our control arm about a foot. We did add a little gusset in here, and then we just sprayed them with Steal It. So
Steal it. Dude, they need to have like a badass explosion commercial.
Also new to Techno Toy Tuning, they are now selling fully rebuilt steering racks, which is badass. So, you know, you have a 50-year-old car with an original steering rack, get a completely brand new steering rack. And then they also have billet steering rack mounts, which they did in blue for us as well. I'm gonna ask Kevin if we can get these gold boys in blue, and then we'll have no gold on the car other than these, which are not really seen. They'll be behind the wheels. But yeah. Moving on, these are the rear mounts for the control arms. These are part of their like billet, they have like a cage that really stiffens up the rear end, which we don't have room for because we have the Tesla motor in the back. But I do have it in my other Carbon Z, and it is great, it's terrific. This we're unfortunately not gonna be able to run, but I still wanted to show it because they hooked us up with it.
What is
this? This is it goes in between the, you can't see it because we got a nice carbon firewall piece, but it's a replacement for the rubber bushing that goes in between your steering, like your steering column, like the shaft that comes out of the firewall bolts right here, and then the shaft that runs to the actual steering rack. I guess it was used to dampen the steering feel back in the day, and then it gets old and crusty, and then doing this will keep you going straight, and you have to really put in a lot. So this nice replacement for that. I'll probably throw that on my wife's car. Actually, she doesn't have one.
My wife.
The rear end kit. These are the hubs that bolt to the lower control arms. Oh, I guess that's not the hub. It's the spindle.
So aren't you
I don't
holding the
know,
hub?
suspension words. This is the hub. This is like a machined down version of a Ford Mustang hub. And then we have Mustang axles as well, which is, you know, it's a brand new axle. It's dirty because I've been playing with it, but you know. We're actually going to take one end of the Mustang axles apart, and I have a set of Tesla axles that we're gonna do a whole thing for, but we have to get the suspension on to measure our axle length. This guy goes in between the 2 dog bone drop mounts, has Techno's label on it, well, their name on it right here. They machine in like little notes like mounting surface and then like the foot-pounds
Oh,
So
yeah,
you know
man,
which way it mounts, so you
Yeah.
don't put it backwards, and then you know how many foot-pounds. And look at this. Oh, which way is up? Boop. Little thing says up. They do that for a ton of their parts. It's so nice. So these are sway bar mounts. We have front and rear sets. They have a rear set that mounts to here. 240Zs actually did not come with rear sway bars, but 280s did. It only had a front sway bar, but they have a kit so you can mount them up. And then finally we have their front big brake setup, which importantly is big enough to get good stopping power, but is small enough to fit under a 15-inch wheel. Most 15-inch wheels it'll fit under. We're gonna be running 16s anyways, but we're running 15-inch faces, so it could be tricky. But we should have no problems with these at all.
That was always your biggest issue, wasn't it?
Yeah, finding brakes that would fit under small wheels. Little wheel gang. And then they also sent us these gorgeous billet hubs. So we have brand new hubs, brand new wheel bearings, everything in the suspension is brand new. I think we'll start with loading up the front subframe, which is literally just the control arms. And then we'll move on to doing coilovers, and then we'll go to the back, knock everything out in the back.
The sweat dripping on my glasses as we
And that is not Tim.
Damn, Tim, you got tall. Hey, what's up?
What does Susie call you?
we don't talk.
And the curse of Susie haunts Will to this day.
We need tools to work on a car.
Nuh-uh.
That's crazy.
So I've just spun the tie rods on. I'm gonna go ahead and slide the control arms on. If you slide the steering rack all the way to the side, the opposite side of which you're working on, you'll have enough room to slide these bolts on out. Otherwise, it's a pain. So you're working against this little boot. It's already a pain, but don't make it more. Might need the persuader, aka danger hammer. Tell him, Will, I'm about to get a danger hammer tattoo.
Is a hammer that says danger?
Just a hammer with a spike on the bottom of it.
That would be pretty badass.
That would be
The best mechanical tattoo.
Can we make a shirt that has the danger hammer?
Hell yeah, actually that'd be fucking sick.
Recaro boys, danger hammer.
Nobody will buy any of this merch, by the way.
It's like the cold ones.
I don't know, man. I think it will sell out.
Yeah, we just need to explain it. Okay.
We need to first get the designs. So I guess that we want to go to Fiverr as well.
Tim, why are we getting a grinder out with our brand new Techno slate? This is so awkward.
Just like that, it's blue.
Damn.
How do we die? Is that what they said?
You got trash.
Hey!
What are you doing? Go back and paint yourself blue now. They come back like Tobias.
Abu Dhabi. When I die, bury me with this hammer.
You put both hands crossed over and you hug it.
Just holding it. Holding it like Thor. You bury me.
It's crazy how these memes age.
Dude, what would the world be like without memes? Sad
Dark
place. Yeah.
We lived in a world with no memes.
We made the world memeful.
We are the memes. We
Memingful.
Yeah, there you go. Tuh. Tuh. Tuh.
We're just gonna get a Guten tight. Call it a day.
Is that gluten tight?
Guten tight's a German car whatever meme. I mean, not meme joke.
Close enough.
Everybody that has a German car, like, how tight is that? Guten tight. Because it sounds German, but yeah.
I thought you were getting that like a glutes, like a gluteus,
Okay.
booty tight.
No. But hey.
Your minds were in different places, okay? That was so heavy. Is this really worth recording?
Yes. You must document the whole journey. Let's get in there.
Forward a little.
Forward? Your holes are too far.
No, like back. It's forward for
Forward,
you.
no, like back. Forward, the backwards direction.
Push that out of the way.
Why is this easier when I'm doing it? I'm holding it too. Okay.
Tim, I'm looking at someone else's well. It's not ours.
Oh.
Tim, how low are we going?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll keep going.
To the bottom. No. Maybe an inch from the bottom. Oh, maybe about an inch from the bottom. Maybe another turn.
And got them clamps in a very unsafe place.
I put them there.
You
That's funny.
did.
So you workers comp yourself.
With the time lapse that only lasts.
Yeah. Good.
Welcome to the life of video.
Welcome to video.
Rule number 1. Always check battery.
Spherical bearings are too tight. Go. Always give me the end of the wrench.
What?
We wrench it like this. Give me a final crank on that, please.
He's tightening that thing down like a true sissy boy.
All right, go fuck
Damn.
yourself.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
You happy?
Timmy's happy.
Jack it up. Jack it up, Timmy.
Where'd you find this?
Those helper springs would help a lot of static kids.
What do helper springs do?
It'll ride on those for like softer bumps and stuff first,
Oh, okay.
but they compress really easily.
Look how much work it takes for Will to get up for being 8 feet tall.
What the hell, man?
I see torque specs on here, so I might have to read the instructions. Ugh.
Who does that?
Wheelwood.
I love how all instructions is always a single piece of paper.
Yeah.
I say about 90%
I hate-
of the time.
I hate when it's a piece of paper that says, go online.
Again.
Huh?
I did it again and it's on video. I hit my head.
Let's just unclamp them for now. We don't need him knocking himself out, damn. How much farther can you hold it? Ah, you got it.
Can Tim do it? What? It's not as easy
I
as
just
it
touched
looks.
the light button. That's
He's-
it. God
You
damn.
can't hold it. Okay. Okay. Get gloopy.
Remember what?
More grease. This is the way we live.
Is that enough grease?
More grease. Yeah, that's definitely.
Heat the bucket.
Drop it in the grease and
Let
then
the
pull
grease
it out.
melt. Once the grease melt and get all within the bearings.
Did you grab the? Oh.
Oh, wow.
We got grease. Hey,
Hey,
actually, you hold it.
filmer.
I didn't
Silver.
think this through all the way, huh?
We got it. We got it.
Did you grease the inner race or no?
I mean, I greased the bearing.
Dude, more grease.
We'll grease the spindle.
You got enough on your hands for both of those.
Yeah, that's true. He says, just not wanting to do it himself. Shut up.
You took more grease.
Get
Very
greasy.
little.
I'm gonna use the rest of it on the that dang old wheelie bob.
This is what you do in your free time.
That's cameras.
Somebody says this is not enough grease.
I could have used more.
Could use more grease. Somebody be like, really? You didn't use enough grease. That's not. This is coming back off.
A true engineer. What were you saying? Go ahead and repeat yourself.
Nothing, Doug. Nothing. I wasn't talking to you at all. I mean, that's like almost as low as the rears can go. Actually, no, it is all the way down.
It's on the ground now.
All right, they're free.
I mean, jack stuck.
We probably shouldn't have
Holy
completely
shit.
slammed it.
No, it looks sweet.
Yeah, but I can't get the jack out. No, it looks sweet.
You gotta do it once. Might as well be now.
Yeah, throw it right there.
Right here? You trust this?
Yeah. My welds, dude.
Damn, look at that fit, man.
Oh.
I just put so many hundreds.
Why do you have so many hundreds on you to begin with?
Flex it, dude.
Don't worry about it.
You work in an industry garage, you get lots of hundreds. It's fine.
You out here with the blue Benjis.
Don't laugh. That's 2 months worth of paychecks right there. Finished everything in a single day, but it makes you feel so much more accomplished when you check things off the list.
Yeah, dude, yeah, I have an app called Actions.
You gotta do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram. I got Will's face in it, don't worry. Half of my photos have Will in the background.
World's most convenient steering wheel.
Hey,
Damn.
we got steering. Little power steering, dude. Oh, I should have.
You could get a jump box and attach the power steering and use it for the first time, but whatever, it's fine. It's enough for tonight. We knocked this out in one day, like we said. It's a roller. But it can roll. It can problem.
I told you.
It's about an inch from the ground right now, though. So I don't want to roll it back off this dip and then not be able to get back off the ground. So. But yeah, super exciting. The Techno Toy Tuning stuff looks sick. In the blue, I cannot wait to see this against like a fully black car, not a crazy silver, green, blue, whatever. But carbon car, blue accents. Techno Toy Tuning is the best. We're gonna link their website. You should already know where it's technotoytuning.com. But big shout out to Kevin, my man. Hopefully we'll see you guys in SEMA. We have a couple weeks now. We're gonna make it. I know it looks like this car is not ready at all, but we're gonna make it. So, yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'm just excited. See you.
And scene.